Aha, there it is. Video is up and running. Here we are, Monday, 4:08, and we're at the Leapfrog thought of the day. So, what I've been thinking about today is really, the theory of relativity in an athlete's terms. What's fast? What made me have this thought is one of the big parts of training that people often don't pay enough attention to, of course, is rest. You stack workouts a certain way. You have long days, you have fast days, you have recovery days. You have life events, you have work, you have family, etc., etc. What you have to figure out is how much sleep you're getting. Are you getting enough rest? And then, how much is enough? Based on your level of activity, how much downtime do you need? So that's what we wanted to talk about when we talk about that relativity. Is 5 hours of sleep enough? If you're simple recreational running, that may be enough. Is 8 hours of sleep enough? They say 8 hours of sleep is enough. But if you're going through intense workouts, you're in like your peak weeks of either marathon training or Ironman training, or it's the heat of the summer now, so you're in some intense speed work where your body really gets depleted. That amount of rest that you need becomes a little bit more relative. And you want to focus on that. A lot of times when I'm talking to people who are getting bogged down in their training, is I like to look at how many hours a week are you training? Because we all get this habit of things that don't count. Well, I lift in the gym, but I've always lifted in the gym, so that doesn't count. Well, I run a social run every Monday and Wednesday, but it's a social run, so that doesn't count. But when you start adding up the hours of time that you're moving and doing something, you can understand that it becomes a very large number. So you may say these social runs they're relatively small, they're not very much, they're just I need them for stress relief. But when you start adding all the time that you're moving, it becomes quite significant. And then you take that time that you're moving, and then you take the time that you're not moving, take the time that you're resting, and you've got to find that balance. And the other thing that happens with this, of course, is as we age, that balance shifts. When you're young and you're developing these skills, you can spend more time doing them because your body can recover quicker, your muscles are still growing, there's a lot of ability for the body to recover, to eat, digestion, everything's functioning really good. As we get older, we have to get wiser. So we want to think a little bit more about what we're doing. Experience is great. If you've run a bunch of longer races, do you need as many long runs? Then that depends, of course. But when you start looking at the total time training, you have to understand that the body takes longer to recover the older we get because all of our systems change. You don't eat as much now if you're 50 as you did when you were 20. So if you're not taking in as much, you can't expect your body to recover as fast. So these are things to consider. Theory of relativity. The Matt Reedy edition, not the Einstein one. All right, everyone, stay tuned for tonight's video. Once again, coming back to the personal side. Thank you for those of you who have shared this video and have helped me get subscribers. I really do appreciate that. The numbers are starting to climb. That's great. Also, thank you for those who have commented. Comments are great. I have to admit, I got behind a little bit with the baby, but I'm on it. So I'll see you all tonight. Thank you for watching. Bye now.